letting this fire coal up because I'm about to be cooking some steaks out on this fire. Talk to you guys a little bit. There's a group, and I would say it probably makes up a larger percentage of the prepping, bushcraft, survival type community of people who have some idea in their head that if you take away all the advantages that life currently has to offer, take away power and electricity, and the corporations break down, and now it's just you and your family fighting for survival. There are so many delusional people who believe somehow that they're gonna rise to power and be somehow better off in an apocalyptic situation. Now, it might be true that many people end up being in a way worse situation than they are right now, and because your situation didn't get that much worse that you believe that somehow now you've won. I think it's a very sad and silly way to think about it. And I can tell you, and I've spoken to types of people like this before, like the type of person that says, ooh, I wish I lived back in the Wild West days because I would have been a gunfighter, or I would have done this, or I'd have done that. Or I wanted to be back in the days of knights and jousting and sword fighting, and they would be some sort of great athlete. Well, the fact of the matter is, man, if you have not succeeded and won and dominated in this world that has so many advantages in it, there is little to zero chance all those advantages taken away, all of a sudden your meager survival skills are now going to propel you into the top 1% of living human beings. Even if it did, you would still be living subpar to the most impoverished American today. It has running water and power and has, I mean, if you think of any time in history going back, 200 years before now, we all live like kings, beyond what kings lived like. Air conditioning, running water, lights on demand. It's the advantages are just out of this world. So it is delusional and dangerous for you to think or fantasize about the idea that somehow if everything falls apart and all the advantages go away, somehow now you're going to be great or powerful. It's a very delusional way to look at things. And I think these types of people, in their head, it's all an excuse. Like everything is an excuse. They didn't succeed because of the rules of the world, or they didn't succeed because so-and-so didn't like me no more. For whatever reason, everything has failed for them throughout their life. They haven't dominated any portion of modern day life, but somehow in their head they believe that they are going to be king of the next world. This is sad and delusional. If you're watching this video and that is you, you better start rethinking it. If you're this great person who's going to rise up from a reset and you can't achieve anything now with all the advantages that you have available to you, it's just sad. It's delusional. And you need to really think that through. It's a much deeper video than I get into usually, but I think it was something that I really need to say because there's so many people in these different groups and chat groups and Facebook groups that are really delusional of what a societal collapse would look like, and have delusions of grandeur in the case that they get to navigate it. I'll tell you this, the people that have figured out the rules of this world and navigated it and won, they will figure out and navigate the rules of the next setup, and they will win. That is the nature of it. Driven people win, and not driven people make excuses and maybe even delusional plans of grandeur if some certain scenario would to go their way, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But each time they could be great, except this isn't there, or this isn't right. Some sort of excuse for why they're mediocre. Those guys will be, they will be average or below average before and after any apocalyptic situation. Hope you like this video. Click like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Be back with some more great content like this. See ya. Bye. Give you some shots of the steaks to close.